Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is finally out, and it's actually been anticipated for a lot of people since the first Sonic movie was actually quite a hit. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 takes place right after the first one, and it's Dr. Robotnik trying to find his way back to Earth, and on his way he encounters Knuckles. So it's pretty much like a team up with the villains. You know, we've seen that before, where Robotnik and Knuckles team up to defeat Sonic and find the emerald that they're both looking for, you know, for power. And I would say right off the bat, I don't think this one's as funny as the first one or as good as the first one. I actually kind of enjoyed the first one a little more. This one's definitely more action-packed, and it, you know, obviously it has more characters since it has Tails and Knuckles. But I think there's a few points where it just follows the human characters, which I think we're all like not the biggest fans of. Like, there's nothing wrong with James Marsden. I think he does a good job in all the other human characters, but I think it's more enjoyable when we see just Sonic and Tails. You know, that was usually the highlight of the movie. And Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, who does like a great job. You know, he's just being Jim Carrey. He's being the old Jim Carrey, which I think is something, you know, we all like to see. But the sad part is that he says he's probably retiring after this movie. So I hope that's not true. I hope we get to see like maybe a few more movies. But if this is his last movie, I think it's a good send-off, since, you know, it's him just enjoying the movie and just having a blast. You know, he's really like the highlight of the movie besides the animated characters. I would say Tails. Tails is like a fun, cute character. You know, it's like always looking up to Sonic and whatever he does. Knuckles is, you know, played by Idris Elba, and it's just hilarious seeing how serious he is. He kind of reminds me of Drag from Guardians of the Galaxy. I would say this is like a fairly short review. You know, it's a good movie. It's definitely like fun for the family to watch. But I would say, I don't know, I think I laughed at the first one more than I laughed at this one. I think this one has more kid jokes, and the adult jokes weren't nearly as funny as the adult jokes were in the first one. So I would say it's not as good as the first one, but it's still definitely enjoyable, and I'm glad I saw it in the movie theaters. I enjoyed the banter between all the characters, you know, especially Jim Carrey. He did a really good job. But other than that, I don't think there was too much that like I loved about it. Especially when I said the human characters, there's this subplot in the wedding that I think was just tacked on to increase the runtime, which I don't think the runtime needed that. The movie's about like 2 hours long, and if you took off the whole wedding thing just to, you know, save some time, I think that would have made the movie flow better. I think that was really just put on for the human characters to do some stuff, which I think is a bit unnecessary. You know, I think seeing James Marsden, you know, for like little cameos and bits and pieces would have been just enough. I mean, all in all, I'd say this movie, you know, it has the action, it has the comedy, but there's just something about it that I don't think is as good as the first one. But it's still a really enjoyable movie, and I had a good time at the movie theaters watching it. And as always, thanks for watching.